We are jumping into the Rift now for our semi-final for the losers bracket in the OMG League of Legends tournament. On the left-hand side, we do, of course, have Legendary. That's Weddy on the Morgana, Point on the Vi, Adam on the Vayne, Adji's Zac, and we need more gold in the mid lane on that Yasuo.
On the right-hand side for Team Best Mechanics Oz, we do have BMA ADC as the jungling Wukong, Spike as the Renekton, Hardwell as the Thresh, Chiseled Bra as the Lucian, and Excalibur as the mid-laning Orianna. Going
to be jumping out of this pause now and straight into the game. Something we'd like to mention, it's a start we've seen coming out a little more. The Thresh has actually picked up the Ruby Crystal, so something to talk about. He's probably running health regen Quints. If you do that, you can actually end up with more health regen, actually more health than just running the Doran's Shield after the nerfs to its health regen. So if you don't think you're going to be taking a lot of damage from auto attacks, which he probably won't in that more aggressive bottom lane with the Thresh Lucian, the Ruby Crystal and running health regen Quints can be a nice pickup here. Hardwell's looking for the death sentence.
Oh, he may find it as well. When he does get caught, will this be the engaged Ruthless Predator for the stun? And that is your first blood. BMA ADC picking that one up. It's very aggressive positioning. Against a Thresh, you got to be careful of which brush you sit in.
You do indeed, and there's been a lot of ways that teams have tried to deal with this with the kind of the five-man defense, whether you just line up on the brushes and defend every entrance to your jungle. Once your warding totems come up, you ward out. That's one of them. Having the Thresh available means you can hook into the bushes that people like to sit in, and if you find it like they did into Weddy, say thank you very much for the first blood.
Weddy not even having time to burn the flash. Had she flashed over to the red camp, probably would have been fine, but the Ruthless Predator from Renekton, it really does give you great level 1 invades on top of a initiator such as the death sentence of Thresh or a Blitzcrank grab, something along those lines. Annie's incinerate rather.
Yeah, right. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have BMADC starting on his blue buff here, and over on the other side, Adji also going to be starting on our blue buff, so jungler's going to be on opposite sides to each other. Oh, sorry, yeah, Point going to be starting on to her blue buff, so jungler's going to be on different sides of the map for the moment. Up in the top lane, Spike actually started with that Doran's Blade, so going to go aggressive onto Adji with that Doran Shield. Exactly what you want to see coming out of a Renekton in a winning lane.
Zac has a hard time holding out on the lane against such a lane bully of the likes of Renekton, especially if the Bloblet control is really great from Spike. When he gets caught once again and will take a fair bit of damage, Piercing Light and the auto attacks from Chiseled Bra really taking Weddy down.
You really have to be careful once you haven't hit the level 2 and don't have the Black Shield available. It means you can take a hell of a lot of poke and be caught out by those death sentences.
Even then, the Black Shield wouldn't actually negate the damage from Lucian. No. It would just prevent getting caught by the Thresh. So already, Adji getting very, very low. Hits a level 2, but Spike got it first, and with the Culver Meek and the Ruthless Predator, it really is a lot of bully in the lane.
Yeah, that level 2 kind of all-in damage from Spike can be pretty damn aggressive. Hardwell doing a good job of zoning away Adam and Weddy. Weddy has hit that level 2 now, so they're going to be a little bit more aggressive in lane. Nice Ardent Blaze poke coming out from Chiseled Bra.
It's good because your Ardent Blaze can actually hit both targets, where it's really hard to hit both of them with the Piercing Light, but just kidding. We do see Chiseled Bra manage to hit both of them with the Piercing Light.
He's got the plays. He's got the mad plays there.
But guess what? Point moving into the bottom lane. Double buffed up and ready to go. No ward on the Tri-Brush here. So Team BMA, they don't know what's up. They don't see our Point in the jungle, moving in, positioning, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Yeah, so Hardwell looks like he's going up for a ward. We'll have to see if the engage does come out from Point. He's charging up the Vault Breaker.
He's going in, doing a fair bit of damage as well. Hardwell still has the flash available, and will go the flash over the blue. Dodges the flay, so no first, or no second bloods rather, in this engagement, but not burning the flash as well. Hardwell playing it safe.
Yeah, no follow-up coming out there. Hardwell doing a good timing job there, warding out the brush just in time. Spike's just pushed Adji under the tower for now. Has a 9 CS advantage, pretty, as to expect. Excalibur's doing a really good job of poking away at We Need More Gold. He does have a little bit of an issue before he hits the level 3 and has a little bit more mobility with that sweeping blade through the minions.
BMA ADC looking for a tower dive, perhaps. Adji drops.
It goes popped. His Bloblets have been popped now. Spike is probably going to be able to kill one. Does dice to the other one, though.
He's under the turret, though, but BMA ADC will finish him off. Tower shot almost takes out Spike, but because of the dive, able to secure the kill. Nice work, BMA ADC. That's 2 for 0 for Best Mechanics Oz.
Really nice rotation up from BM80C. It's nice to have that smite available as well because you can just insta-kill one of the bloblets and it lets you take him out so much more easily. Agi is going to have some serious issues. Not only has he given away that death, he doesn't have enough money for a Giant's Belt, which is really the pickup that he needs. Instead, going for the boots and a health bot, not what you want as a Zac against a Renekton.
The boots will keep him more mobile, but that doesn't really matter because of just the slice and dice ability of Renekton basically nullifies the fact that there's going to be a movement speed disparity.
Does indeed. So Point having to rotate up to that lane just to hold it for now. We'll lose out on a few CS there. We need more gold starting to catch up now. He's only 4 CS behind and we'll start to force off Excalibur.
In the bottom lane, Chisabra still looking very strong on the CS. 28 against the 21. Adam gets caught, but Black shielded just in time to avoid the flay.
Going to be some serious issues there. So it looks like Spike and Agi are going to be bucking heads, but you know, Spike with that level 4 going to easily zone away Agi. I'm not sure what he's doing exactly, trying to pick up his bloblets.
Got to be careful, no self-division on Zac for quite some time, so if Agi does drop, he's definitely going to give a kill and not have the bloblets to rely on.
Not really a good idea. Really should wait to CS under tower. He's going to have a pretty hard time to start off with, and we actually saw the pickaxe was finished onto Spike. He had enough money for that thanks to the CS lead. He's going to be moving into that Tiamat very quickly.
Already going to have so much damage, especially when he hits the Dominus. He can dive very, very well with the extra health and just the passive damage around him.
He will indeed. Chiselbra doing a good job in that bottom lane. About a 13 CS advantage at the moment. Still has a health pot as well. Adam's already burned through all of his, and Weddy's doing a good job of keeping him safe though with those black shields.
BMA ADC having both of his longswords now and the boots on top of the Spirit Stones. He's going to be jungling up pretty well. Chisabra gets hit by the Dark Binding there, but trades a fair damage onto Adam. He really is winning these trades all the time. It's a hard lane. We do need to see some ganks from Point, getting down there and giving the lane pressure required to give Adam more freedom in the lane, because he's really falling behind on CS.
Really is important. BMA ADC and his opponent on Point, they both want to hit that level 6. It's when both of our junglers really do get that massive damage spike and kill potential in the lanes. When the Cyclone's available, as well as the Assault and Battery, just can be an incredible amount of lockdown, and BMADC is there in that bottom lane.
Moving in for it, looking for the gank. Cyclone not available. It's very, very close though. Once he does hit the level 6, he can get away with some pretty aggressive dives. He can Lantern away if he's caught under the tower. So may just want to stick around the lane until he gets the level 6, but deciding to actually back off. Gonna get the blue buff or give it to Orianna and then go for that level 6 gank.
Yeah, gonna be a nice wood. He can probably ding that off just the smaller minions and the wide if he decides to go for it. So looking for that Cyclone gank in the bottom lane would be nice to really get Chiselbra steamrolling and stop Adam from turning into that late game hyper carry.
And there is the Dominus available onto Spike. Once again, Hardwell not able to land the death sentences though, so we may start to see some dives in the top. Let's Bounce is now available as well, so that's going to give Agi a lot more grace. Yeah,
you can definitely underestimate that Zac when he does hit the level 6. If you combine that with a jungle gank, there's definitely kill potential on Renekton when he gets caught.
When he gets caught with the Black Shield not in time. BMA ADC going with a double man Cyclone. Fantastic work. Weddy will not drop for now. Ignite is ticking through the Black Shield and picks up Weddy.
Black Shield not going to help you out against that Ignite. Excellent pickup there. And that's another kill going over to BMA. 3 kills, 2-0. They picked up a 2k gold lead.
That's fantastic there. The mid lane, though, is behind as well. We need more gold. 58 against the 75. And looks as though Best Mechanic Oz are going for this dragon.
Best Mechanic Oz are moving towards it now. Point is off to the side. She's looking for the steal, but I don't think she can find it. The smite is available onto BMADC.
Powering on the Bobrick, she's going for it. She wants to get the steal. Can she find it though? Getting quite low, and they do not get that. That's a nice shockwave point, and we need more gold. Do drop. BMA ADC runs away in time. Ignite ticks for the kill. We need more gold. Has to flash over the wall. That wasn't the dragon steal they were looking for, but did get a kill in the process.
Yeah, Hardwell did get taken out there, as did Point. BMA ADC just surviving that one in the end. Spike having a really nice time in this lane still, 64 to 35. It's almost double. Denying the bloblets is nice. Goes for the dive.
That's the Dominus as well. He means business here. Flashes away after securing the kill. No problems at all. Ignite not going to tick for the kill. Nice work, Spike.
No, it won't. I don't think the bloblets were actually up. Cell Division not being available for Agi just yet. It was really close to coming up, so it was good timing from Spike to secure that before the safe passive comes.
The Let's Bounce, though, almost allowed Agi enough time for the tower to actually get the killing blow, but not just yet, but that was at least one kill for Legendary on that dragon fight. So for now, Bilgewater Cutlass onto Adam. Really wants to get that Blade of the Ruined King.
He wants to get that up as fast as possible. Chiselbra still hasn't backed off yet. He's been farming up, and it does mean he's 30 CS above. He's going to have a nice item lever over Adam when he actually does back. On the side of Excalibur, did actually decide to go for that Chalice of Harmony there. It's not really going to help him out against We Need More Gold that much, giving magic resist as opposed to just armor, but it will of course give him a little bit more sustain in the lane. Avarice Blade was picked up by We Need More Gold, starting to move towards that static shiv.
Yeah, Edgy's still getting bullied in the lane. We can see he's almost half the CS here of Spike. So Spike continuing to bully and will do so more with the Tiamat, despite the Giant's Belt on Edgy.
Well, indeed. So Spike's doing a fair bit of damage there. Adam's doing a bit of damage as our lanes just kind of back off from each other. No real kills coming out yet. Agi will, of course, have that Cell Division back up and just dive onto Agi, but going to be backing away with that Elastic Slingshot.
That top outer turret will drop here to BMA ADC and Spike in that lane. So that's even more gold going over to Team Best Mechanics Oz.
There hasn't been any focus in this bottle lane either. I would like to see Point try and make something happen with that Assault and Battery. Jungles are quite near each other though. BMADC is moving towards that mid lane.
Yeah, will he find the gank? We need more gold, getting a bit aggressive. Flash not available if he does get caught. Wind Wall in time. That's a Shockwave and the Cyclone. Nice work. Going back onto Excalibur. Sweeping blading over the minions as well. May drop here indeed. Try and get a knockoff from the Steel Tempest, but it won't be enough. And gets the killing blow in the end with a command dissonance for the movement speed.
Nice movement. Almost got away from that one. And here we go. The passive has been popped. Point goes into Spike.
Point gets the kill in the end before the Cell Division. Before Spike killed the Cell Divisions, and now the outer middle turret as well. Looks as though it will drop to Team Best Mechanics Oz.
Yeah, it is going to be going down here. BMA, good job at forcing that one down, so we'll end up with the tower lead into this game. So BMA having 2 towers to 0 now, 6 kills to 2, having about a 5k gold lead at the moment.
Yeah, 4.5, so a pretty decisive lead. All of the objectives and the CS, so Best Mechanics Oz definitely outplaying Legendary in this game.
100%. In the top lane there, we do have Spike, has completed that team a little while ago. Grabbed the Negatron Cloak as well, which will give him more survivability. It almost allowed him to survive. It will allow him to survive Agi's Let's bounces a little bit more effectively, as well as points magic damage. So it is quite a nice pickup there, instead of moving towards something like a Sunfire Cape.
Yeah, definitely there. So in the bottom lane, 30 CS above for Chiselbra has the Bloodthirster, so we'll have a lot of damage in this lane. Adam still only having the Bilgewater Cutlass. Yeah,
it's a pretty serious AD damage there. Point is off to the side though, has the Assault and Battery available, will be looking for a gank here.
It's not warded as well, so Best Mechanics Oz, they don't know that Point is there looking for the gank, but Excalibur moving down just in time. That's going to scare away Point from a gank. Yeah,
it did get scouted from that though, which is nice. Spike's going to be jumping onto Agi again. He's being really aggressive.
Agi's a lot tankier now with the Chain Vest and the Giant's Belt, but still isn't able to outtrade.
He's definitely not. Excalibur going to be picking up that blue buff all by herself and moving back down to that bottom lane now, but there is a ward in the Tri-Brush that should scout around.
Unless she goes...
she dodged it.
She goes a long way around, so I'm not sure if she realized that there was a ward in the brush, but for now, could definitely see a deadly gank in that bottom lane. Shockwave is available, but will reveal herself for now.
But at the same time, it's engaged in the top. No, Agi just could be backing off from that one. Both teams looking for engaged. Point jumps onto the clone.
Vault Breaker connecting onto the clone, so BMA ADC is fine. He's going to go ahead and boogie on out of trouble.
Absolutely no issues there. A lot of fighting over that blue buff. Now that the top tower has actually been taken out, they're able to do that. BMA really want to take control of these objectives.
Oh, fantastic work. The Deton's landed onto Wetty without the Black Shield. Very, very low. And there's the culling. Adam has to tank it. Otherwise, Wetty may have dropped during that culling.
Took several shots, but it means that bottom lane tower is under pressure as well. So top tower's gone down, mid tower's gone down. Now the bottom tower is getting pressured. Objective control from BMA is absolutely fantastic.
And especially with the Dragon spawning quite soon. That's going to be a Dragon, but Spike's getting quite low. Salt and Battery doing a fair bit of damage, and there's a Let's Bounce as well, but BMA ADC knocks them back.
Oh, Spike almost getting taken out there. BMA ADC deciding not to pop that Cyclone, and then probably couldn't have secured the kill onto Agi. Just going to be farming up for now, and Spike will manage to back off from this one.
So won't commit to the dive there. Another Destiny. That's fantastic work despite the tumble, but the Black Shield prevented it from getting its full pull.
Pull indeed. We need more gold. Getting zoned quite hard. He's 20 CS behind, and Point not finding the pull onto Excalibur there. Doesn't have the assault and battery available.
So Dragon spawning in 5 seconds. Best Mechanics Oz still pushing it down the lanes. They can rotate to that Dragon just fine. Also no ward coverage for Legendary in that jungle, so it's going to be hard for them to go for an invade.
Static Shift is now completed onto we need more gold, but he's suffering by the fact that he's already lost his tower and lost the lane quite hard. Actually, which is a little bit surprising. We now have BMA going to be grabbing up this Dragon and uncontested from the looks of things.
That's definitely going to be a free Dragon there, and we'll add to their gold lead. That's about 6k gold on the lead here for Best Mechanics Oz, so really looking strong in this game. We need more gold. Moving through jungle, but backing off away. Wraith's being started by Excalibur.
BMA are just absolutely all over the jungle of Legendary. I mean, look at that ward coverage, just all through their buff area as well as on the Dragon. It means they just have that kind of buff control. They steal away the red, they steal away the blue. It's really nice play.
Definitely really hammering this game in all of the departments here, because Legendary, they can't really push out because the pressure from the tower is just too much. If they do try and group up and push down a lane, they'll just lose a tower in the process.
Indeed, quite easily as well. Just going to be holding off for the moment, defending their towers, not looking for anything major for engagements, but it does mean, you know, the gold lead is being forced out here by BMA. They're still extending their lead just a little bit. Athene's onto Excalibur now. They're going to be starting to move into a little bit more damage. Has those Sword Boots for the extra penetration and a little bit more damage there. Really looking for some nice team fights.
Spike as well hasn't finished up his Ravenous Hydra, and will have a pretty big spike in damage when he does so. Agi trying to farm, but Spike won't allow him, forces him away with his full rotation.
Yeah, it's for the incredible amount of damage. Agi just misses his Q there just by a little bit. I like how the BMA isn't actually grouping up. That's where it starts to be dangerous, because Agi comes in with the Let's Bounce, as we were saying before, and we need more gold, can have that last breath available. But by pushing all of the lanes at once, it means there's no real wombo combo available, because there's no team comp. There's no big team to jump onto. But
even then, the team comp of Best Mechanics Oz, they wouldn't have
still
a bad
nice
team fight either. So it may not go that badly, considering they are 6k above in gold and definitely have some shinier items.
They do indeed. So BMADC almost getting calling out in that bottom lane. So the Dark Binding just missing there, and BMADC going to be stealing away those wolves.
So really taking all of the farmer that they can away from the jungle. Nice damage from Excalibur, getting them lower and lower. Tower trying to be pushed, but there's only 2 of them in the mid lane.
Yeah, starting to force it down. Spikey's off to the side looking for the engage, as is Agi. He is looking for that elastic slingshot. Hasn't found it just yet, so it's 5-man pressure versus 5-man defense here.
Yeah, Weddy's getting a little bit of harassment there, and look how fantastic these command attacks are, and that will allow them to push down the turret. Point going in the vault bracket, wants to find the team fight here, but won't go for it in the end. Yeah,
not going to grab that one up. The siege potential that's coming out of BMA is also nice. You got Chuzil Bra starting to move towards the Triforce now, has those Sheen procs, so he's going to be doing a fair bit of damage to the tower combined with Excalibur. So if they can get within auto attack range, it's pretty serious. Spike still aggressing onto this top tower.
Despite Agi there, really not taking a lot of trade, and now this is going to be the inner turret. BMA ADC doing a bit of damage, going to get condemned out of the way.
Secondary turret in the mid lane goes down, Shockwave!
That's a nice Shockwave and a Cyclone follow up there. Weddy's getting very, very low, and Excalibur takes him out. Adam pops his ultimate there, but won't be enough. Wintermore Gold getting incredibly low. Agi in with a Let's Bounce, but a little bit too late to the party. That's a fantastic last breath, but look how low Legendary all are. BMA ADC still looking strong in this fight. Agi running for his life. Adam's fine for now. So a 1 for 2, but very, very low members of Legendary.
Yeah, Agi gonna have to be backing off from this one. That was a nice engage from the side with that elastic slingshot. Only knocked 2 members up. That could have been a lot worse from BMA, but they didn't really group up, which was nice. Only Hardwell and Excalibur being focused there.
So we'll back away from that one. Baron is available if they want to go for it, but I think BMA a little bit too low to take that Baron. So we can take the blue buff, probably back away and get those items. A bit overdue for a back. Got a fair bit of cash in the bank.
That they do indeed. So we'll have to see what they do. Decide to pick up. Needlessly large rod has been grabbed up now for Excalibur. Starting to move towards that Ravenous Death Cap. That's going to be a massive AP spike for her. We saw that Shockwave. It chunked hard. Now it's going to chunk even harder.
Definitely there indeed. And that last breath, Let's Bounce combo, it almost pulled that team fighter around. There was a lot of damage had it actually managed to get the killing blow on more of Best Mechanics Oz, that team fight may have actually gone pretty well. So had that combo been in earlier, Agi was not in position for that team fight. He had to rotate down from the top lane, and by then the team fight was already too one-sided.
And it was indeed. Looks like BMA are just going to take full advantage and just back off for now. Pretty much what they can keep doing is just continually to siege down onto Legendary. Just keep taking their buffs away. Keep the ward coverage that they do have. Just keep that up and around the area. So if they can do that, keep stealing away the buffs and continue to pressure down the lanes, eventually they'll just be able to take a Baron off one of these fights.
Thresh with the Warden's Mail looking for the Randall. That's going to be great to slow everyone down and allowing them to get concaved on and not able to avoid all of those powerful CC ults, the Cyclone and the Shockwave here. So I do like that itemization where with the Sheen, Chisabra is looking for the Triforce.
That he is indeed. Picking up fairly shortly. Has a fair bit of cash in the back. Adam Weddy just rotating down to this bottom lane, looking for a bit of CS, but may get caught.
BMA ADC looking for the Cyclone here. Hardwell's there as well for the Death Sentence, but Legendary won't get caught. They're going to back away.
Back away from this one and try and rotate down, but here comes Orianna. Excalibur's moving down as well. It's 4-man pressure here.
Spike still in the top lane, continuing to put pressure on the top and the middle lanes as there is a 4v3 for now, as the rest of Legendary are starting to reinforce. Last Breath is now available as well, so we could see all these ultimates being burned in this team fight.
Yeah, Agi's moving down now for that elastic slingshot, and BMA decide to back off from this one with 9 seconds on the Dragon. They can probably secure this. We may see a contestation here from Legendary. No, they might just decide to back off.
Legendary, they can. They're in the position if they do want to go for the invade, but they're heavily warded, and the positioning for Best Mechanics Oz is definitely the better sort of concave there. So it probably would have gone incredibly sour if Legendary did go for the invade, but it was an option where previously they've just been way out of position back in their base. But Point may get caught.
Yeah, Point is going to get caught out here. Here's the flash for the distance.
Black Shield not in time. Cyclone doing a fair bit of damage. Single man Cyclone isn't the best, but hits Weddy as well.
And it doesn't. BMA ADC just going to be backing up from this one. 25 seconds on Point. I would like to see BMA take full advantage of this and force down this mid lane tower.
Without the Cyclone, they can't really dive the tower, but they can definitely poke it with their long range.
Yeah, Agi's off to the side. He's looking for the engage. No, decides not to. BMA ADC was off there trying to stop him.
So that's the Inhib turret. Inhib won't be long after here. Fantastic work. Once Point dropped, they were free to get that Inhib.
Inhib has gone down, and BMA will just back off, say thank you very much. Super Minions now pushing down the mid lane. They're playing a fantastic game.
And looks as though Spike and BMA ADC going into the top lane. Going to push down the minions in that top lane and also just force the pressure on the bottom lane, I would say. Once we do see some backs and some items come up, just continuing to pressure the lanes opens up the Baron.
It does indeed. I think one of the main issues here for Legendary is how under-farmed they are. You look for the mid lane, 40 CS behind is we need more gold. That means he's just not really having the damage that he needs during these engagements. And also in the top lane, Agi doesn't have the tankiness because, again, he's almost 80 CS behind Spike, which means Spike's just so much more powerful and such a better tanky frontliner during these engagements.
So Spike not going straight for Ravenous Hydra. After getting the team out, he went into a defensive build. He firstly went for the Sunfire Cape, and now he's at the Spectre's Cowl. So he really just wants to be that tanky split pusher rather than someone to jump in and zone out the ADC.
Yeah, I do think that is a nice pickup because BMADC has more of a damage-heavy build. He does have 404 now, so he had a lot of gold in the bank. Spirit of the Lizard Elder, he's got that Brutalizer and starting to move into a Randuin's as well, and probably a Black Cleaver not soon after that. So he's quite damage heavy. So Spike going a hybrid build, Spike going, you know, a bit of a hybrid build, some tankiness, some damage. It does synergize quite well with their team comp.
Especially because the stun can zone out. So he doesn't really necessarily need the damage to force a response from Adam, really make her tumble defensively, try and stay out of the pressure of the rest of Best Mechanics Oz. So still more pressure on the bottom lane. May get caught in the jungle.
Well, may the Bunny does go out, and we need more gold off the side. When he gets caught by the death sentence, there's no follow-up though. Nice and smart.
Yeah, Excalibur not there to throw over the command attacks over the wall in the mid lane though. Once again, Spike does find Agi and will get him quite
The
low.
big engage down the bottom as well. The Cyclone has been popping him. Here comes BMA DC.
BMA is still tanking this one pretty well. Backsway Shockwave landing onto Adam here. BMA's taking the tower shots and may drop here despite this. She's sticking around just for that little bit too long, shutting down with the tower shot, but pressuring down these turrets quite well.
Yeah, one too many tower shots taken there, but Spikes into the back lines.
When he's dropping very, very low. Dominus for the extra damage there. Lockdown in position. There is the ball for the Shockwave, but won't be necessary at this stage.
Spike says, thank you very much, Agi, for allowing me to slice off you and dice in for the kill onto Weddy, and this may be the game here.
Definitely the Nexus turret. Nexus itself should not be long after here. Not enough defense from a Legendary, but there is the Elastic Slingshot. Do we have the Let's Bounce Last Whisper? We do indeed, but will it be in time? Spike's going for the Nexus here. Hardwell is dropping. Can Spike get the Nexus in time? He's trying to XPK this one, but so much damage from Legendary will take him out. We need more gold. Barely holds on to the Nexus for now, but Chiselbra's still there alongside Hardwell. Chiselbra has the damage.
And maybe I'll take this one out, but no, they're going to be healing out. Dark Binding hits.
That's a very, very crucial move. Agi does respawn. Hardwell takes out Agi, but that's a Shoal Shackles as well. Relentless Pursuit not in time. There's a stun. A double kill, and now BMA ADC back in the game, but not able to snipe the Nexus.
No, it's just a little bit too healthy for the moment, but that's a very, very important push. Only 24 minutes into the game. All it took was one team fight, and since the middle inhibitor was down, both the base turrets, both the Nexus turrets actually did go down during that engagement. The Nexus is just so open now. It's going to be a lot harder for Legendary to turtle into kind of a late game where you have, you know, the kill potential coming out from Adam, and we need more gold. I don't think they've got much of a chance in this game.
Yeah, Legendary have to play so cautiously, because if they do push out too far, they can just get backdoored quite well, but the Inhib respawning soon will give them a little bit more grace without those super minions knocking on the door.
Exactly right. It looks like BMA just going to be backing up from this one. I would like to see them try and maybe pressure the bot lane down. If they can secure another inhibitor and get a Baron, they can probably just push in and win the game. Or they may just try and 5-man push the middle. We'll have to see. They do have a really nice team fighting potential, and ultimates are almost all back up.
That middle inhib is very, very exposed. It won't be hard for them to get that. They don't have to win the team fight to get the inhib. They can just force Legendary back and then just take the inhib down incredibly fast with their damage.
They can. They're going to be pushing through this middle. They're looking for the inhibitor. Got anything yet? Nice tense standoff here. They're starting to zone away. They're hitting the inhibitor.
He's going to get dropped down very fast. There is the Elastic Slingshot, though. Do we have the Wombo from Agi? And the last breath, of course, going into the engagement. That's a Shockwave there. Not too bad indeed, but we need more gold. Does drop in the front. Spike taking a lot of damage. Hardwell on the chase. Double kill here for Excalibur, and 3 kills, 4 kills now for Team Best Mechanics. Ozwedi on the run for his life. Will drop, and that is an ace. 5 for 0. We'll take the inhib, and then, of course, that Nexus.
This will be the first game going over to BMA. Incredibly well played. That was a very nice team fight.
Yeah, they played that one very, very well, and that's going to be the game. No problems at all. As we will now jump into the second game of this best of 3 series. So currently 1 up for Best Mechanics Oz. We'll be back shortly.